Welcome to another edition of Eric's Product Reviews / Android Car Infotainment System, brought to you by hollywoodfrodo.com. I, of course, am Eric, and today I'm going to be talking about all these different car Bluetooth receivers. There are 5 different car Bluetooth receivers I have reviewed in detail, and I'll have links to those detailed reviews in the description below. You can click to check those out if you want to find out more detailed information about a specific one. But these are 5 very different styles. That's why I wanted to review each of them, because they're all very different, have different features, different form factors, different pluses, minuses that you might consider when you're looking for a Bluetooth receiver for your car. So you're probably wondering which one is the best, which one should I use? And there's not one answer for that, because it kind of depends on what you're looking for, what you're going to use it for, and especially what your car is like. If you're using it in your car, a lot depends on your car's setup, where the auxiliary jack is located in your car, where the cigarette lighter port is located in your car, and or if your car even has an auxiliary jack. So I'm going to kind of go over all 5 that I have reviewed in detail and just kind of highlight the differences between them and the things you want to think about and consider when you're thinking about which one to use. First, I want to get this one out of the way because this one's pretty easy. This is the FM receiver that I reviewed, and this doesn't plug into an auxiliary jack. It just transmits through FM. So, if you do not have an auxiliary jack in your car or a cassette deck, because if you have a cassette deck, there are adapters out there that'll let you connect to the cassette deck through an auxiliary jack. If you don't have a cassette deck or an auxiliary jack, then your only choice is going to be FM. And for that, I would recommend the iClever FM Bluetooth receiver that I reviewed. And like I said, you can click the link to check out the full review of this, but if that's your only option, then you're going to have to use this. So that's the end of that. That's an easy one, and this is a great product for that purpose. So I would check this one out for sure if you do not have an auxiliary jack. Now if you do, then you can pretty much use any of the other ones that I reviewed, and they're all very different. There's the puck style rechargeable. There's the one that plugs directly into your auxiliary jack with no cord, really small form factor. There's the one that is built into the cigarette lighter power port, so it's just built in there. You plug that in and it's in there, then you just have to plug in the auxiliary jack. And then there's the button style that mounts up on your dash and then has a tiny little cord that connects it to power and sound. So, things you want to think about or consider when you're sort of deciding which one is the best for you. One, are you going to use it only in your car, or is it something that you want to be able to take out of your car to use in other places as a Bluetooth receiver, to plug into a stereo system at home or something like that? Or is it something you're just going to plug into your car, leave in your car, and that's it? If you want something that's portable, something you can use in your car, but you also want to be able to use it outside of your car, then you might consider the puck style. It does have a pretty decent sized rechargeable battery inside of it, and it is there are no cords connected to it. So you can have these cords in your car, you can just pull them out. You can have separate cords to use in your home or wherever else you want to use it, or you can take those cords with you. And it doesn't attach to anything. It just sits in your little gadget tray or on wherever you want to set it in your car, and you can get cords of any length to make it reach wherever you want to reach. So you might would want to consider that if you want something that you can easily take with you. But it's also easy to take the Micus with you. It is portable. It does just plug into the auxiliary jack, and it's easy to pull that out of there. So it's fairly portable as well, and also is rechargeable. So that's that one would work for that as well. Now, if you are looking for something that's automated, and to me that was one of the most important things. If you're going to be using this in your car, either with your phone or with an Android car tablet, you probably want it to be automated, especially if you're leaving it in your car. So that when you crank up your car, it turns on automatically, connects to your devices, you don't have to do anything. It's just ready to go. And when you turn your car off, it turns itself off and disconnects automatically, and you don't have to do anything. 3 of the ones I reviewed do fit that bill. The CoolStream Car Chat Plus that plugs into your cigarette lighter, This one turns on and off automatically when your car does, as does the Micas AX4. This one turns on and off automatically with your car, and so does the Kenevo. Same thing. When you crank up your car, this one actually doesn't even have a battery in it. It's the only one that has no rechargeable battery in it at all. It runs directly and only off your car's power. So it turns on when you turn your car on, it turns off when you turn your car off. So all three of those do have that feature. And that to me is a really a big feature. The other thing is, of considering is, are you going to use it for phone calls? If your car has Bluetooth, as my car does, so I connect my phone to my car's Bluetooth, and I'm using this gadget, this Bluetooth car receiver, in my car, I use it with a tablet to just additionally attach my tablet. So I'm not using it for phone calls. But if you are, then phone call quality is important. One of these gadgets outshines the others a little bit in phone call quality. All of them have good quality. All of them, you can hear the person fine, they can hear you fine, with no issues whatsoever. The only difference is most of them do have a little bit of an echo for the person on the other end, because the mic's sensitive enough to pick up your voice in your car. It's also sensitive enough to pick up these people's voices coming over your loudspeakers in your car. And it's hard to counteract that and still have a good mic pickup quality. So the person on the other end might hear a little bit of an echo of themselves, but they still hear you fine, you still hear them fine. The one that seemed to have the least amount of echo was the Coolstream Car Chat Plus. I talked to the same person on the same phone with each one of these devices for comparison, and without doubt, without fail, I should say, all of them worked great for carrying on phone conversations, no problem at all. The only difference is the Coolstream Car Chat Plus seemed to have a little bit better echo control. The person on the other end did not hear themselves as much when I was talking on this one. So that's kind of a cool feature that one has, but again, any of them do work for making phone calls. The other question you ask yourself is, how much do you want to use this device to control your phone or your tablet, whatever it's connected to? And in that case, where are the jacks located on your phone, in your car, that you're going to be using it with? Because that's going to really affect, how you use it. For example, if you're going to use the Micas and you want to make use of the button here, this has one button that controls all the features it has, which can play and pause, can also answer an incoming call, and I believe it can also skip tracks just with this one button. But it depends on where your auxiliary jack is in your car, and is it going to be convenient for you to get to that button where that auxiliary jack is. If so, that's maybe the perfect form factor. It's really small, you can move it to the way you want to move it, and you can reach a button. If not, and those controls are important to you, then that might be harder. Same thing with the Car Chat Plus by Coolstream. Your controls on this one are on the device. You have a button here, and you have the two buttons on top here. And so, but this is obviously has to be plugged into your cigarette lighter, and that's where the controls are. So it depends on where that cigarette lighter is on your car, and is it easy for you to get to those controls. The Carnotech puck style is actually pretty cool for that, because of the fact that it's not attached to anything. You kind of move it where you want to move it, set it where you want to set it, and it has these physical buttons that are easy to find and feel. Even if you're not looking at it, you can quickly feel which one is which. It has the play and pause, as well as the buttons on the side, which can control volume and also next and previous. Maybe the best one for button control is the Kenevo, because it's this tiny little button with the adhesive on the back and adhesive pad. You put this wherever you want it on your dash, next to your stereo controls, or wherever it's easy to reach for you, and then you can easily reach up to hit that button, as well as hit the previous and the next. So that's something to consider. Another thing to consider is volume control. Obviously, regardless of what control these devices have, you can control the volume based on your car stereo volume and based on the volume level of the Bluetooth transmission from either your tablet or your phone. But it can be nice to have volume control on the device, because that can allow you to match it up with the volume of your stereo, so that, say for example, you're going from XM radio to streaming music on your device, it's the same, it's level. You don't have to then turn down your stereo volume. Or if you're going from streaming music from your tablet to your car to then taking a phone call, you don't have to change the volume. So for that, you would want volume control. The CoolStream Car Chat Plus does have volume control. The Carnotech Puck Style does also have volume control. Those are the only two that do. The Micus does not have a volume control built into it. You control its volume just with your stereo and your device. And also the Kenevo does not have volume control in it. So again, it just depends on if that's important to you. The one other feature, last feature that may be a big deal for some people, is if you want to be able to control your voice assistant. Either Siri, if you're on an Apple product, or Google Now, or any of a number of voice assistants that you have installed on an Android phone. Only one of these has that feature built in. Unfortunately, I wish they all had that feature, because it can be really cool. And that's the Kenevo, the little button Kenevo Bluetooth device does have voice control built into it. So if you long press this button for about 4 seconds, it will activate either Siri or Google Now, or whatever voice assistant you assign it to on Android, which means if you're using this with your phone, you can activate that without touching your phone, even if your phone's in your pocket. If you're using it with a tablet, Android Car Tablet as an infotainment system, then it just gives you another option besides, you know, opening it up by voice or some other way. So that's kind of a cool feature that this one has. All of these devices are good devices. They all have great sound quality. aptX sound control, Bluetooth 4.0 for connection to 2 devices at once. So they're all kind of equal on that front. But anyway, that's it. Those are the devices. Again, I'll have links to each of these devices on Amazon in the description below. You can click those links to check them out on Amazon and read other reviews and help you decide which one's the best for you. Also have links to each individual review, where I do a detailed review of all the features of each individual device, so you can really, you know, if you want to check out a specific device more, click that link, jump over there. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please click that like button. You know someone who might be interested in one of these products, or just learning more about this, or, you know, learning more about a car infotainment system, then share this video with them, or share this playlist with them for the Android car infotainment system. Check out my channel for all my other Android app reviews, product reviews, lots of cool tech products and gadgets, phone accessories, tablet accessories, things like that, and also my car infotainment system. If you just stumbled upon this video and you want to find out more about setting up a tablet as a really cool car infotainment system, then check out this whole series. Anyway, that is going to be it until next time, so have a great day.